third match.
SRT versus UNSKL, I guess, is going to game 3. That
Yep,
was posted 2 minutes ago, so I don't know if it's still.
it will be SRT versus UNSKL. So it looks like SRT won the first one, UNSKL won the second one. Ship bans are SRT ban the Venenzia and Zhao? Okay.
Zhao got banned?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't even know Zhao could be played. It's a test ship.
I know.
Crazy. Crazy bringing that thing in here.
Who's hosting?
I haven't looked yet. I'm currently just setting up the stuff.
Oh, Tio.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's actually not a bad idea to ban the Zhao. Make sure your own team can't accidentally bring a test ship into the game.
True. Right. So let's see. So, oh god, we got in just in time. Whew.
Should we tell him to go so no one else joins?
No, that's toxic.
Of course. Why do you think I asked?
That was legit such a close, like, they're both ready, so they're probably waiting to see if any other streamers are coming in.
That's what the host said. They're gonna hold the game for streamers to trickle in.
Yep. But yep, right now we're just gonna wait for. They're gonna hold for 5 more minutes. And they'll be good to go.
So, is this where you go on your 10-minute ad break?
Yep, 10 minutes to get those. Do those. Do like those TV commercials.
Yep, I want to see those IHOP commercials.
Yep, all the IHOP commercials, all that good stuff.
I hope. I wonder what kind of special they have this time.
The E. coli strain.
I was thinking more salmonella, kind of spice things up. I mean, there's actually been a few recalls related to salmonella, which is kind of annoying.
Dude, I literally got E. coli from IHOP. I'm never eating there again, dude.
That's
never
why you go to
again.
Across other IHOPs.
Never.
Even if the IHOP has a 3-star Michelin rating.
No. I don't even know if Gordon Ramsay has a 3-star Michelin rating, does he?
He probably does in like a few of his restaurants. I don't know on top of my head.
Which one's better for operations, Wichita or Rochester? I think Wichita does.
Honestly, I think Rochester, just because of that smoke. The smoke is pretty useful. Radar is nice in certain areas, but you're really farming enemies is the main priority, and smoke means you don't get shot at as much.
True.
And Rochester, and more importantly, Rochester looks much better.
It does look pretty good. 5 minutes. I'm not forgetting the predictions this time.
That's why you have it next time.
I'm not forgetting it. I don't forget it. I've been on the ball this time. I forgot the first match, but ever since then I've remembered.
Uh, every time I remember the USN light cruiser split, I'm kind of sad that Baltimore still didn't make it into Tier 9. Like they just it should have been Wichita at Tier 8 and then Baltimore at Tier 9. Instead, they had to fit in the awkward Buffalo into Tier 9.
Buffalo. You know what's really funny? How if you think
Uh-huh.
about how the whole Des Moines line is the same except for the Des Moines, and then it's
You mean
like
Buffalo?
Buffalo. It's like Buffalo and Annapolis are just made are like pretty much the same ship, except one's tier 9 and one's a super. And then you have Des Moines, this weird stepchild in the middle, and then it's like, oh, normal, really weird stepchild, then super ship.
Well, if you think about it historically, it's actually the Buffalo and Annapolis that's the weird stepchild.
Yep.
Because all of the U.S. heavy cruiser designs have been 2 front, 1 aft. Well, except for Pensacola, which is 2 front, 2 aft. But New Orleans, 2 front, 1 aft. Historical Wichita, same thing. Baltimore, Des Moines, same thing. And then Buffalo was just a design that was considered but never actually got implemented. And Annapolis is weird.
Annapolis is just that weird, just super ship thing. All right, well, looks like the match is going underway. So SRT versus UNSKL. All right. We see our first Kaba of the tourney. SRT bringing a 4 DD comp with a Kaba, Daring, Alvaro, YY with 2 Salems and a Stalingrad, Kremlin, and a Burgone. How's it looking on UNSKL's side?
UNSKL also going with 4 DDs, gearing Z52, which we haven't seen a lot of. I think we've seen it 1 or 2 other matches. 2 Darings, Moskva Ooster, Yoshino, which is an interesting choice, and Yamato and Montana.
Yoshino?
Yeah, they brought a Yoshino.
It's a reset. Reset's gonna happen.
Well, unfortunate, but I'm kind of concerned why they brought a Yoshino here.
It's a great kiting ship.
That's all she can do, though. But she gets farmed out super quickly because of her large size. He's probably not a very good ship to take. I'd rather have like a Hindenburg, honestly, even though I would take neither.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see you playing that Project CW game because you can technically control your tank while it's in the air.
What?
Yeah, you can technically like turn.
They have like retro rockets or some shit.
No, like you just turn.
So the tank can fly?
The tank has a gravity drive on board.
Yes.
Oh no. You can play as a CV in a tank game. This is awful.
Well, you can play as an AC-130, so...
Well, I was gonna say, it flies, it's got a turret, that just makes it a gunship.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, as long as they don't add subs to Project CW, I'll be okay with that.
They have missiles already, so
I mean, that's just World of Tanks artillery, but in
Action stations.
less player-happy forms.
mm-hmm.
Alvaro, Alvaro, I think is actually getting quite good use in this in these matches. Like she has excellent concealment at 6.1, and that funny button really puts the herd into a destroyer.
Oh, it does. One of my biggest issues though with that ship is the fact that some players just only use the funny button and they don't use it like any other way. But of course, in tourneys, the players are gonna know when to use it.
Yep.
To me, Alvaro de Bazan is still a meme ship for my own personal use, as I like to call it, light recon cruiser Alvaro. And for my meme purposes of it being a cruiser, I do run the range mod skills to get it out to like 17 some odd kilometer main battery firing range.
So it looks like UNSKL is going to be bringing a Z52 into B. That's a pretty smart play because that thing does have the best hydro out of the tier 10 DDs besides the Z42? Z42 also.
42.
Yep.
I'm kind of curious why is he 52 over a 42 though.
Well, you can't bring the Z42 in this tournament.
Oh, it's actually
Yeah,
banned still.
Well, it's a new
GG.
ship. It's a new ship,
Darn
so.
it. Okay, I hope they bring in the Z46 then. But yeah, Z52, only one with the 6-kilometer hydro available then.
Yep, he was pushed out by the Stalingrad radar over at sea.
I'm kind of surprised he just didn't dive the island there. It looks like he had a pretty good shot to get in. But hey, he can just walk in now, and no one's really gonna stop him.
Yep. And pretty much the ships that are allowed in this tourney are 8.10 ships and below, and some additional ships. So pretty much non-meta ships.
I mean, Golden Low, everyone's been using the Avaro. So, I guess they wanted other nations to be represented.
Yeah, with so many ship bans, something's gonna have to get used sooner or later. Ooh, he
Oh,
drifted right into that. Ooh.
Why?
From a standard perspective, Alvaro is not a bad DD. It's just not specifically good at one particular thing.
Alvaro, she's not very sturdy. I think that's her main problem. Her guns are solid, her torps are usable, but the problem is she just takes damage super easily.
Yep.
And she doesn't have a good way to mitigate it.
No, but for its size, it does have quite good concealment.
Yep.
Yeah, you are definitely right on that. I think it gets down to 6.1 or 6.2, which is kind of crazy because you see that daring? Oh, look, funny button. Goodbye, half your health.
Yeah, I believe it's 6.2, which is still really good for being as large as it is.
Now this Kaba.
He is pushing. They really want that booster out.
Yep.
Okay, so we have a destroyer gang squad going after this booster here.
I know, that poor booster.
And
Alvaro
then
and Kaba does have some. That's a strong DPS.
Nice.
Jesus.
Nice hit by the Stalin.
Stalingrad just slapping that dude.
Yep, his game is done. But there's some conga lines going for the Stalin. Does he
Oh
know?
no. Alvaro drifted into one of Gearing torpedoes.
He did.
Disaster.
That
Stalingrad
was
will barely dodge.
that was easily avoidable.
Yep. The Alvaro is kind of a truck looking DD.
It's not all that bad. I mean, clearly Alvaro did it just so he can get his AR boost.
Exactly. But look at UNSKL though; they're really rotating a lot of their forces, their DDs over to C to help slow down this wolf pack that's going on.
Oh yeah. They're SRT is gonna finish off the Woost here. Nothing they can do about it. But that Kremlin is by himself, and he's in need of some company to yeah, they're gonna send him a lot of love here in the form of torpedoes.
I don't think he's gonna go down right away, but
He's
he's gonna go down within a minute or so.
He's going down right away, like literally within a minute.
Yep. It's a Kremlin, they never die.
Should have played it Ushikov. Well, Kremlin is trying to heal through it. It's barely working. He might get behind the island. Well,
Montana's
no,
got shots out.
Yep.
Yep, you caught it, Jack.
Yep, good kill by the Montana there. Yeah, but right now, UNSKL does have the massive HP difference of over 80k right now. A massive over SRT.
Yeah, SRT lost a lot of HP in that push, and they still don't have BCAP.
Nope. It's like that wolf pack is just hunting them down.
So the problem is here, like SRT does have I mean, their HP loss is in destroyers, which is actually a bad thing, because UNSKL actually all of their destroyers look pretty healthy, so they have to be careful if they engage, and they're gonna take attrition damage here.
I think at this point, as long as the Alvaro doesn't die and they can keep just peppering this Montana and get the Montana kill and use the YY as kind of like a torp shield, I think that SRT has a really good chance to win this, as long as they can farm the Montana out with that Burgone Kaba combination.
Well, they have the torpedoes. They see the torpedoes in the water. Montana's going to dodge. And
yeah, he launched
Alvaro,
them in the same spot. Wait, no, wait, did he? They look they look a little spread.
Alvaro, yeah. The problem is they can't use Alvaro's, they can't use her anymore. She doesn't have the HP to open water gunfight.
Nope, she would have to smoke up for the Kaba at least.
And honestly, they're just so far out of position. Look at B.
The Stalingrad's gonna go to B at this point.
And
well, the Stalingrad rotated down like he was gonna move in on B, but once he started getting shot at by the Moskva, he's just been backing up.
It's like, nope.
He needed to be a little more aggressive.
He has to keep that Moskva from shooting that group over at the IJ line.
Look at how much map control SRT has.
Like, they actually are pushing them off the map.
They're literally in a corner, but they're still down on points.
And with how far away that Stalingrad is, that daring is starting to get a little bit more breathing room right now.
Yeah, they need to hold on to B at the very least.
Oh, and Alvaro did get spotted. Is he gonna go down?
Maybe.
Nope, he dodged.
Why is he spotted? Did he accidentally shoot or something?
He had a shot. There's no radar that can catch him.
Well, his engine's broken. If that daring catches him out, it's GG.
Yep.
Yeah, this board position's kind of hilarious because SRT is super far down on HP. And then unskilled, they just need to push somewhere.
The Stalingrad, I think, has been being too passive. He lost a lot of his health to the Moskva and the Daring by sitting out in the water, and those are the only two ships that had anything to do with him.
There really wasn't that much to stall. Like the Stalingrad, once he was caught bow in, he couldn't turn due to the Yamato and Montana, so he just had to reverse, and now he's just repositioning. Alvaro lives on 404.
Alvaro not found.
Yep.
Cabarros is also taking a ton of damage, so he's forced to disengage.
Yep.
Like, Unskill has a massive HP advantage, but their board position is so bad.
Yeah, their Montana was pushed off, their Yamato was pushed off, and at this point, SRT is just kiting away at this point.
The way they pushed off is also, like, they didn't even push anywhere close to A or C. Like, they're literally useless in the corner. So while they have a massive HP advantage in theory, they're basically not, they can't use it.
Looks like Godspeed did get caught by the radar. Oh, the San Martin DD is so close to dying. He's on 400 health.
They have to trade him out. He doesn't die?
The enemy
Nope.
is about to win.
Damn, that's a great kill by SRT. And the Congo lines, the two Congo torps barely missing the Salem. He ate 2 torps out of the 4.
Yep, but it's not a kill.
Nope. Uh-oh. Is there going to be a Congo line kill from the Daring? Nope. Stalingrad is playing pretty smart at that point, just not getting killed.
Yeah, Unskill can get back into this, but it really depends on how well how fast they can push their ships back in.
They have
Montana?
Yeah, their Montana can easily kill off the Salem as long as he can get there. Yoshino is also pushing back in as well. The thing is, their Yamato is the most out of position.
He's effectively out of the fight, so no, you can't expect.
And
much
that's
from him.
all of their. That's pretty much most of their. That's a third of their HP, just sitting at the J line.
They will get the Daring, which is critical here. Yeah, they need to keep picking off ships if they want to get back into the game. So Yoshino needs to suppress the northern Salem while the Montana walks in and takes out the Salem inside A.
Yep.
And once that happens, they should have the point swing in their favor to take the lead.
Yep, that's what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Montana's going in to buckle. Subs have no mothers, and then the Yoshino's putting pressure on the Salem.
How is Cabarros not dead?
He's a
By
god.
all rights, he should have been dead.
He's just
Nah, they're just healing him.
yeah. He's dark.
How did he get away from that?
He's just a Kaba, duh. Kabas never die. They're only
Serious?
missing in action.
Unskill must be half fuming because there's 3 ships which are at no health and they can't kill anything.
Yep, and here comes the fight at the Salems.
Yep. So, SRT, if they can kill Montana, it's game. If Montana...
The other
This will
Salem
come-
is getting in position too. The Ibuki's getting in position to shoot him as well.
Yep, this is going to be an RNG fight here. I think Subs is going to be dead, yeah.
Yep, he's
There's
got
no
the
dodging
kill.
from half range.
Now the Ibuki. Oh wait, no, the Montana's healing.
Yep, he's going to step on the cap here pretty soon. So Ibuki is He has to take him out pretty quickly here.
Problem is, though, Montanas have a massive heal.
But it is a Salem we're talking about, so as long as it doesn't get triple Citadel in the front, he should be okay.
Honestly, say that the Salem should be using AP. He could pin the bow with AP at that angle easily.
Nah, not at that angle. And I would definitely go for fires too.
The Stalingrad has
Goodbye, Salem.
just been hiding behind this island the whole time now.
Okay, Salem will go down here. Can he at least trade for the Montana?
Nope, he aimed too low. He's aiming at the belt. Oh, 2 of his salvos were at the belt. Oh.
UNSKL will barely... Unless Montana somehow bleeds out. Nope. 3K.
That salvo that hit the belt just cost him the match. Damn.
Yep. Wait. He should have aimed...
Stalin is gonna eat 1 torp.
Yeah, that bow is completely unsaturated. They messed up.
I told you should have aimed at the bow. You were like, no, he can't.
Huh? No. He should have aimed it with the HE as well.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, with AP I can understand. But HE, he should have aimed it at the bow.
Bow AP right by the turret, that's like at least a 7 or 8K salvo with AP. Easily. Unsaturated, of course. Unsaturated would have done that. People underestimate the power of the Salem and Des Moines improved pen angles.
I could understand if he didn't use AP there, but still, that 3K is the difference between a victory and a defeat.
Yep, so UNSKL will be moving on to the winner's bracket, while SRT will be going to the loser bracket. Very interesting gameplay. I like to see this kind of diverse gameplay, but definitely that Yamato really was, I think he was the most out of position out of everyone. Everyone else is understood. Everyone else was understood for where they were at, but the Yamato was forced so far out. It's mostly just because of the Yamato. Yamato is such a not a very maneuverable ship. So the poor thing.
Well, the thing is, though, is even though the Yamato is physically out of position, I give him credit that at least he was shooting anything that he could. I don't think Stalingrad, where it was, or it being Stalingrad, should probably have been something else, because the last 5 minutes or more of that match, Stalingrad was stuck behind that island, did not shoot anything. Basically, the only thing he was doing was being a living body for their team, and that was it. He was not able to provide support of any kind. I don't know. I would have taken a different ship to begin with.
Again, they don't have really that many options.
Well, I would have taken a Moskva over a Stalingrad for sure. Like, it's just better overall at this point in the game. And I hate to hate on Stalingrad because its guns are awesome, but
see, the Stalingrad in the beginning did really good against the Worcester, did really good pens, did really good damage. But the thing is, though, like if he would have pushed into that middle section, though, like you said before, he was getting farmed by the Moskva and the Daring. If he would have moved up, the Yamato would have instantly turned his guns right at him, and he would have been even deader.
well, at the position he was at, I believe, with the way the Charlie side group was pushing down, if he would have moved with them, I believe he could have made it to the side of that small island without taking significant damage, and then that Charlie group could have probably continued to push them further into the corner with his crossfire support.
I just see it as he was guarding that middle section from the Daring going through it. That's how I see it. He was making it where no DDs could sneak through the middle to get in the rear. That's how I see what his positioning was.
Yeah, I get that too. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like you won't know unless it actually happened, unfortunately. Yeah. But
Like, we don't know what's going on with the calling. We don't know what's going on with anything else. We just know that.
We just know the results.
Yeah.
Yes, and it is much easier to criticize things when we can see it from our perspective.
I think more of the fact, though, that Salem, though, was definitely from inexperience with the Des Moines and Salem line. Because back whenever I was newer to the Salem and Des Moines, I would make that mistake all the time, not using AP when you're supposed to. Like, I underestimate it to this day. Just like that AP, the heavy AP for the Des Moines and Salem is just ridiculously strong. It just does so much damage.
Yeah, Des Moines. I mean, granted, I haven't been playing a lot of Des Moines or Salem lately. Des Moines was my first tier 10 ship in the game. So I definitely got a fair bit of use out of it.
Des Moines is still one of my top favorite ships.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of the few originals that is still very viable, even in like today's like meta for what people run for even like COTS.
I'm trying to figure out what our match is. They haven't done it yet. It's double AO versus someone else.
L2B 2-1.
Yeah.
That was just the match we were in.
Oh.
No, wait. No, that's SRT versus UNSKL. So that would be SRT versus AAO.
Oh. Oh, there you go then. They're probably waiting for the official
Replays.
Yep. But yeah, all matches are starting 15 minutes later, so we literally have like a 30-minute break.
In that case, I will probably have to leave in the middle of that.
Yep. That is fine. Because I can just switch it back to 2 whenever you do. What time you have to leave at? You said noon, right? You're not 9 your time?
9:15, so in about 30 minutes.
It's literally gonna start when you are leaving, so
Okay, why am I here?
you can just stay here and enjoy the sights before it's over. I'm fixing the thing real quick. Lord. Okay. But yeah, very well done by him. I want to watch that render really bad. Whenever the render's back up. Who won again? UNSKL or was it SRT? UNSKL. UNSKL won. Never mind. I literally have it in front of me. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to the bathroom. You guys just keep them entertained.
No. No.
Toxic.
If you want to keep him entertained, just bring the microphone into the bathroom.
Alright, I'm back.
Unlucky.
play or whatever. I just want to know. So it's AAO versus someone. Versus somebody. Hopefully they'll update it soon. Loser of 2.1, it's WND versus Shaft. So whatever match is going on with that. The Shaft and WND game is still going on, so that's why it's taking so long. That is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for that. SRT versus, let me see. Internet page render. I think that Wolfpack did really good with them. But it's definitely more of a...
They had the right idea, but their execution, like, they threw away a lot of that HP for
Yeah,
pretty bad trades.
yeah, that's the problem. The Alvaro definitely lost a lot of his HP.
Like, there was no way, I mean, also, partially it's because what was it, Unskill? Unskill just did not rotate properly. They should have had both battleships go into A, because both of them can just wreck the Salem. But Yamato, like, partially it's just because Yamato was so out of position. Unskill was effectively playing without one battleship. But once the Montana was able to walk into A and take out both Salems, it was game. It was very close, but it worked.
Yep.
SRT, like, the way it was going is that they had such amazing map control, but they were just literally a hair's breadth from losing one of their ships. And once you lose a ship, then that gives more time for Unskilled to push back in. And unfortunately, they just barely had enough time to do that. You can also argue their inability to take the middle cap is also greatly contributed, because they never sent a destroyer to take the middle cap, and the fact that they never got the triple cap also kind of gave Unskill a bit more time to come back.
Yep. I think one of the main reasons why they didn't was due to, like, once they lost too much health. Once their DDs, once the Alvaro lost too much health, it was just they couldn't. Not at that point.
Yeah, Alvaro, like, losing the Alvaro means you can't face check the Z52 or the Daring.
Nope.
Because now like, Alvaro's afraid of them instead of the other way around, which is really not in a way you want. Not something you want, since your side's supposed to have the superior destroyers.
Yep. So it looks like the matches are still going on. So it looks like it's going to be Shat versus AAO. So it's decided. Well, it's not decided, but... So Shat versus AAO. All right. Okay. That's nice at least. I'm just watching this render over and over again. I still defend that Stalingrad, where he was, pretty much made it where that daring didn't go around. I think that the Stalingrad had good positioning for like what the ship was. Because the moment the Stalingrad wasn't pointing at mid and went behind that rock, that daring instantly went through that middle gap. Instantly. He tried to, instantly.
Yeah, I mean, I still think a Moskva probably would have done a better job over the Stalingrad.
The problem is though, is like Stalingrad's like if you had a Moskva, he wouldn't have done what he did to the booster. Stalingrad is just a cruiser destroyer. Its guns just devastate cruisers.
I
Moskvas
know.
don't really as much. It's currently 11:55.
I feel like Stalingrad is more of a, if the enemy team is screwing up bad enough, it does really, really well. Whereas Moskva is, if you need to survive, because you're just, you know, in a crap spot, the Moskva just performs better in that situation. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like, do you take the punching power, or do you take the better odds of surviving?
Because I don't really think a Stalingrad was like a bad pick. Like I think they did pretty well besides the DD HP trade and then the Salem. Because once they lost all of their HP, it's just done.
Yeah, losing both Salems on the other side was quite unfortunate.
Yep. All it would have taken is one more salvo. One salvo is all it would have taken.
Yeah, and I suppose that would be my final complaint of the Stalingrad, is if he had backed up like a ship length, he would have still been defended from pretty much everyone else, but he would have been able to get the kill on the Montana from where he was.
The problem is the daring was doing single fire torps at him. The daring was right there.
I'm aware, and at the time when he would have had the ability to take cross shots on the Montana, the daring had already moved further south, though I don't know if
I'm watching the render
he
and
was spotted at that point.
the daring was, as soon as the Stalingrad went to that rock, the daring was just waiting for him to either move forward or backwards. He was just sitting there waiting. So if the Stalingrad would have reversed or gone forward at all, the daring would have just slapped him with AP. So I don't really think the Stalingrad did a bad move. He couldn't. The daring kept single firing torps in front and behind the islands. Their daring did a good job keeping the Stalingrad in check once he moved. time is it? It's 11:58. SAT is gonna have to disappear soon.
Oh no,
Yeah.
SAT's gonna turn into a pumpkin.
Disaster. Did you see the
Alright.
new trailer for Zoo, like a zoo horror game?
Nope.
It's called Zoocosis. It's like a psychological horror game taking place inside a zoo where animals are infected by an unknown parasite.
Oh, so it's the animals' turn to become zombies.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. Wait, isn't this kind of like a COVID origin story?
Did you see how the fact that China's literally made an even more deadly version of COVID? Oh yeah,
Ooh.
let's just mess with COVID, and they made an even more dangerous one
Hmm. I've
that
always wanted to
that goes
play.
after the brain.
So you're saying that we're not too far off from playing the Division in real life?
Yeah, not gonna lie, it's actually that bad. It has like a it has a very high mortality rate, like massive, like a 90 or some massive percent. I don't think it's 90, but it's a very massive mortality
Well,
rate.
ironically, if it has such a high mortality rate, if it actually kills super quickly, then it
It
can't
doesn't.
really transmit.
It's like 8 days.
Ooh, that's a problem.
Yeah. And it gets spread the same way as COVID does. You know. Yeah, you know, COVID, you know. It's like, really? So let's see. Ship bans. They're still doing ship bans. So map is Northern Waters, Shatter, and Estuary. All right. Ship bans are still going on. So best out of 3. Shaft versus AAO.